Hi, everyone. It's Arthur here at Arthur Ease Your Mind. I'm in Southern California. It's about 63 degrees and raining. We've been having what they call the rivers, atmospheric rivers. So it's not some fun if you're a gondola. But anyway, hi. Thank you for being here, everyone. And again, before I go on, I just have to thank everyone for helping me grow my channel. I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't do it without you guys. And the subscribers, you've been really wonderful. If you haven't subscribed, it's free. Come on, join us. I dare you. And also, wonderful members have been growing. So I really appreciate all that. Members, twice a month at this moment, we do a 1-hour show just for members. Ask anything. And any videos that I put up, they get it first. The members get it first. So, and then there's discounts for readings and stuff like that. So you can all look it up. When you click the button that says join, all the information is there. So yes, and today I am back. I'm sorry about last Sunday, but you know, that was a Mercury retrograde moment. And luckily my friend Walter lent me a laptop so I could get through some of the shows like Monday and Tuesday last week. Got the computer back on Wednesday. The guy starts going into detail. Well, it's this, it's that, it's this. I'm like, I don't know. You want me to write you a piano concerto tonight? I can do that. Don't ask me about computer stuff, okay? So we did that. But while speaking of Mercury retrograde, we are Mercury retrograde until the 29th. So take advantage of it. I have a guided meditation. It's free on my YouTube channel called Embracing Mercury Retrograde. It shows you how to use the energies. Everybody knows the negative aspects. There are positive aspects, but also not to already program yourself that something's definitely going to happen, because you'll manifest that. And we don't want that happening, do we? So that's that. Also, a little bit of housework or housekeeping. Housekeeping. Once a month, Valerie and I, at Dragonfly Crystals, we do a Zoom event. It's on a Saturday. Our next one is on Saturday, December 13th at 3:30. It's 10 individuals, or as we call victims, get into the Zoom room, and we read for each one for 10 minutes. And it's interesting how one person's questions will relate to 3 or 4 other people in the room. And it's a really sacred event. So join us. It's really fun. The next one, like I said, is going to be on Saturday, December 13th. And while we're at it, what we decided to do is take it on the road, sort of. We'll be in Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino on March 15th, the Ides of March, the Sunday. And it's the same thing. We start with a 2-hour event where it's like the Zoom event. Everybody's asking questions, each 10-minute reading. And then afterwards, we'll break for lunch. And then everybody comes back, and then they each get a separate reading with myself and Val. We separate, okay? So everybody walks away. It's going to be like 5.5 hours, the whole day with us. And I won't charge for selfies either. And it'll be a nice event. So we've already had some people sign up for it. So that's really cool. There. So yeah, the Golden Nugget, March 15th. And I was talking to one person, they said that what they're doing is they're going to come in either Friday or early on Saturday and walk around, because it's not on the Strip, it's downtown. And that's where all the excitement is right now. And booths, lots of things. Going to spend the whole day on Saturday. And then Sunday, they're going to wind it up with us. So it's going to be fun. So please check that out at DragonflyCrystals.Store. Okay. And last but not least, the new show I've been doing called Arthur and Friends has been finally, it's been put up. It's about with my friend Robert Ramos. He's a celebrity hair stylist, Watch it. It's fun. He's a really great guy. We get silly, and we even talk about Aquanet, so it's fun. Okay, so check that out. All right, real fast. Tonight's show, as always on the Sunday shows, we're doing political world events. We're not doing personal questions. And so when you put your questions in, please use caps. We're old. It's easier for me to read that way. And, I do put my glasses on. And I do have Sherry and Walter in the background helping me with the questions. I could not do the shows without them. I could, but we'd be here all day, like me flubbing through everything. So, yeah, you'd be turning off real fast. Let's see here. What else we have? As always, my request is if you're going to ask questions, be topic specific. Not like, what does Marjorie Taylor Greene think? Or whatever, that kind of thing. Be very specific on things. And that's it. So let's double check here. All right. So the thing I wanted to bring up real fast is a lot of questions about what's going to be happening with the Epstein files and things of that nature. Well, now that the petition has been signed with 218 signatures, it's going to come to the House. Mike Johnson cannot walk away from it. He has to put it up. And then it goes to the Senate. Now, there were a few people in the Senate say they're going to do this. They're going to sign for it. But then after all the Epstein emails came forward from the Epstein estate and linking Trump to just about everything, a lot more Republicans are going to be adding their names to things. And I actually feel it'll be veto proof. So it goes to the House, goes to the Senate, then it has to go to the president to sign. There'll be enough people on it that he can have is veto proof. Okay, so it's gonna be fun. I mean, lots of fun. But I feel Trump will try and play a game with Pam Bondi or something. But every time they do something, it's like an exploding cigar. It just doesn't work. Like, remember the Roadrunner? So everything just blows up in the coyote's face. So that's what's going to happen here. All right. A couple other things. Let's see. You can go ahead, put the question up. Hi, Arthur. Will the Affordable Care Act subsidies ever be renewed? Thank you. Yes. I actually feel, they have to the end of the year. And I actually feel after all the stuff with the Epstein, I feel some Republicans are going to get their spines back. They're on sale at Amazon right now. And they'll be able to get their spines back. And they're going to start gaining a little bit more strength and not being afraid of him so much, afraid of Trump. And I feel because it's December, I forget what date it is, that they're going to have a vote about extending the Affordable Care Act. I feel it just may happen. If it does not, then at the end of January, we're starting this whole thing again because the resolution is only until the end of January. It's going to start all over again. So I even feel there may be another shutdown at the end of January, 2 days. And then everybody gets what they want as far as ACA is concerned. Okay. So that's what I'm getting here. It's all fluid, but this is what my guides are showing me. So we'll take it from there. Okay. Thank you. So do I see the funding being restored eventually? Yes, I do. Hi, Teresa Spriggs. Thank you so much for the super sticker. It means an awful lot to me. As you all know, anything, donations or anything goes right back to the channel. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Reba, Arthur, is the DOJ hoax investigation going to slow down the Epstein files release because they could say there's an ongoing investigation? They can say whatever they want. So, like I said before, they're going to try and do something, but would blow up in their face. So, because other information is coming from other places. And I've always said information comes from outside the United States. And I've been felt very strong about Scotland Yard and things of that nature. So we'll see. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Arthur. Do you see the truth coming out about Trump and his involvement with Epstein? Yes. Yes, it already is coming out. And he's just saying, no, 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 you know. But, you know, I mean, the White House could be burning behind him. He says, oh, no, we're just having a barbecue. You know, depends on whose point of view. But I feel that the truth does come out. All the truth is going to take a while, but enough is enough. It's going to show. The American people are not as stupid as he thinks they are. But thank you, Marianne. Paper Cuts, hi, and thank you. Hi, Arthur. Is MTG sincere in her apology to the public for participating in toxic politics? Yes and no. More no than yes. I mean, she's a politician. You know, you assimilate. You go with, you know, what you need, what they need to hear to like you. Now, is she going to be bringing up space lasers anytime soon? No, I don't see that. But I mean, it's insane that I'm agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene on things, but she's still my tragic girlfriend. She's still, you know, out for herself. And I was looking at to see if those two would ever reconcile. There may be Trump may really need her down the line, and go like, oh, you know, I was just talking, I was just kidding, come on over. And if it helps her, she'll go. If it doesn't help her, she won't. Okay, that's why I see it. Hi, Sue Todd. Love to you. The AG has opened an investigation into Dems and Epstein files. Are the files sealed now? Do the emails expose that Epstein helped 45 get his Supreme Court? I'm not sure about the Supreme Court thing. I haven't looked through. I mean, there's 20,000 emails, and actually, you can go online and read them. But investigation in Dems. Look, the Comey thing is going to blow up. Letitia James is going to blow up. Lindsay Halligan, she's going to blow up. So anything that they're trying, it's not going to happen. And are the files sealed? Yeah, but the way I look at it, it's still with the, you know, just like Scotch tape. So easy enough to just get rid of. So, and again, those files, when they were filed away, everybody had access to them. And what, you don't think Putin has a copy? Like I said, Scotland Yard, other countries. You know, it's like, I mean, all I can see is like, you know, it leaks like a colander. You know, or somebody with cirrhosis of the liver, it's just going to well, colander, same thing. But yeah, they can say they're having an investigation about something, but it goes nowhere. Okay. Thanks, Pamela. Hi, Sally. Hi, Arthur. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you, and thank you for being here on my computer that did not crash. Question. Do you see Pam Bondi being arrested or losing her bar license anytime soon? You forgot one other thing. She's going to be losing her mind. I've always felt she loses her license. I always felt she does get arrested. The whole thing about soon, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. I know we want things to happen in our time. It's in God's time, and there's a reason for it. The more she does, and the more she thinks she's getting away with stuff, the more stuff being slapped against her. You know, I still find it so amazing she wears that cross and there's no burning marks on her flesh. But personal opinion, just an observation. Actually, I saw this funny thing. The person says, I'm transgender, and I realize I'm going to wear a little T so people know I'm transgender, okay? So we're all going to wear a little T. And then start showing pictures of Carolyn Levitt, Pam Bondi. That's not a cross, that's a T. So the next time you see someone with that little cross, just think T. Charlene, hi, Arthur. Do you think J.D. Vance is going to prison for being a part of Trump's lies? Well, what about a part of being his own lies? I mean, what? He has 3 names. He was a no-Trumper, then he was gay, and now he's not gay, and now he's wants his wife to become a Christian. It's like, who is he? Maybe get a job at selling couches at Levitt's or something. But I do feel the man goes down. And I've always said, my quotes have always been, he gets charged as being a co-conspirator. That's how I read it. And I'm going to stick to it. Okay. Hi, Suzette. MTG had to expand security due to increased death threats by Trump supporters. Does she get this is the same thing she did to others who can't afford security by bad-mouthing them? Thanks, Arthur. You know, you have to be empathetic in order to feel that way. I mean, if I were in a crowded elevator with her, I would simply ask her, you're representing the country. Could you do us all a favor? Get off the cross. We need the wood. So we can build a bridge to get the hell out of here. She's just, they're crocodile tears. She doesn't care what other people had to do. She may say it, but in her heart of hearts, no. The woman, I do not see, I hope I'm wrong, but the words compassion and empathy are not in her vocabulary or wavelength. She may say the words, but I don't think she believes them. Okay. Hi, Lori. Hi, Arthur. Hope this finds you well. Well, I woke up breathing. Would you please have a look at Judge Eileen Cannon regarding if when Jack Smith's report will be released after the recent appeals court undue delay ruling? Thank you. Thanks. She's another one here that I'm so surprised she's here on borrowed time. I thought she would have been selling, timeshares in Montana by now. But I'm getting a lot of changes coming up after February of 2026. A lot of things are going to be released. A lot of things coming out. It could be before then. But everybody asked me timelines. I'm just going to say, I wish it was earlier, but I'm feeling things come up by, not during, but by no later than February 2026. I feel they are trying to get him to talk. Jack Smith, that is, behind closed doors. He's refusing to. However, they could subpoena him and say, we want you to discuss this, but it has to be behind closed doors. So they could subpoena him that way. But I still feel he'll fight it. Okay? It's going to come out because he keeps on saying he wants to bring out the Mar-a-Lago files. Okay? And eventually those will come out. And they won't be part of the presidential library. Because that'll be a Ronald McDonald coloring book. And the one penthouse that he's on the cover of. But thank you, Sally. Hi, Katie. I have the Election Truth Alliance has now filed lawsuit in Pennsylvania. Do you feel they will win? If so, will this lead to other states investigating? Thank you for all that you do. I'm going to read it this way. I don't know what this means. I'm just going to say what I'm getting. They may bring something forward and they say they don't have standing, but then they go back and come forward again, and it does then win. Again, it's just more subterfuge, but eventually it is released, and then other states will follow suit. Okay. Thanks, Katie. Hi, Mara. The GOP sure knew that DJT was not of sound mind, you think, to be POTUS for the second time. Was he kept so that the 1%ers could get their $5 tax break? Does the bear live in the woods? Does the Pope live in the Vatican? Yes. Yeah, well, he's malleable. Praise him, and then you get what you want. So, yeah. Hi, Debbie. Don't ask me to say that name. It's too long. I love your show. Thank you. Do you feel that we are currently in a Republican coup? And you feel that we are finally at the turning point in this administration? I'm not hearing Republican coup. I'm just getting a lot of people running around in circles without anywhere to go. Because there's no real leader for a Republican coup that I see. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene may think that's her, but I don't see it. This is the turning point. But the thing is, we don't need a Republican coup while Trump does all this himself. You know? If there's a coup, he'll take credit for it. You know that. Lori. Hi, Arthur. Is the Orange Clown regime, Doge, and or whoever else siphoned money from the Treasury or the American people? Thanks. What's the question here? Is the regime, Doge, and or whoever else siphoned money from the Treasury or the American people? Thanks. Are you asking if the money will come back? No. The money was siphoned off of everybody, yes. Oh, did you get your Doge check? I didn't get mine yet either. Did you get your $2,000 check? I didn't get mine either. Did you get your bill from the IRS? Yeah, I got mine. Will Ivanka turn against her father before the end of his presidency? I'm getting a yes, but behind closed doors. You don't know she did it until after the fact. And make sure she gets things in paper and gets what she wants and all that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Daddy. Lisa. Hi, Arthur. Will that terrible man in the White House take us all down with him? You mean Steve Miller? Oh, he's a horrible person, isn't he? Oh, that other one. They're all going down. You remember that, the lyrics of that song, and they all come tumbling down. Yeah. And they get their comeuppance too. Maybe not as much as we want for one of them, because he may not be around, but the others, they get their just rewards. Justice will be served. Firefly. Hi, Arthur. Hope love these Sundays shows. Thank you. Will the laws change regarding abortion rights on the federal level? Yes. Yes. When we have the new administration, that'll definitely change. Definitely change. And other things are going to change too. They're now trying to outlaw abortion pills and stuff of that nature. Also, the fact of suing doctors that perform, they'll get the death sentence or go away to jail for death. That is all going to change. And a lot of it is going to start in Texas. So, and Planned Parenthood will be funded again. Do you think Diaper Dan has seen the meme of him blowing Bubba? Bubba being Clinton. I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has. If you don't know what we're talking about, in the Epstein emails, someone makes reference to basically, I'll just say it, Trump doing a Monica Lewinsky on Bill Clinton. I mean, I hope there were drugs involved. But that's what I see. I don't know if that's true or not, but the memes are fun. I like this one, Sheila. In Florida, will Elaine cannot lose her judicial appointment for not doing her job? Like I said, timeshares, Montana. Yeah. Then she'll write a book, go on Fox, and nobody will buy it. Maybe the 4 will be written by Laura Loomer or something. Debbie Trapp, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Oh my God, I forgot to put my name in. Will peace prize be taken back from Argentina woman who dedicated it to Trump? Her true colors came out. I don't feel being taken away. I don't see it. Let's see. I'll count to 10 to see if anybody gets it. Anyway, Says Arthur lost his mind. Will student loan system be revamped when Dems take control? I'm 73 and still owe. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be revamped. And I think at 73, you maybe get a waiver. Seriously. Unless you were 70, went for your doctorate. But no, I'm kidding. No, I do see, definitely. I've said this in the past that this is going to be all changed. And other people might get waivers, yeah. Many thanks. Is there going to be an earthquake in southern Missouri? Please and thank you. If you hadn't asked me, I would have known, but I'm going to say there's a possibility of it, yes. There's just only 5.1. Property damage, but nobody loses their lives by May. Either my liver's backing up, but that's what I got. Hi, Donna Joe. Thank you so much. Hi, Arthur. Do ICE thugs really think they're totally immune? Some of them do, yes. And they're going to find out the hard way that they're not. Hi, Arthur. Thank you for your show. Will ISIS stay in Charlotte ultimately be brief because of resistance like Chicago? Actually, I was looking at this morning. Yep. I do feel the resistance. They're not going to be long in Charlotte. Because, there's good people on both sides there. Quote unquote. Anya. Hi, Arthur. There is speculation that ICE will come to Asheville as it has to Charlotte. What do you see? Thanks so much. For the first times in their lives, members of ICE are going to understand what it is to have a latte and sit quietly among friends. Asheville's a wonderful place. I don't see them ripping Asheville apart. I don't. Hi, Lori. Hi, Arthur. Say that 10 times. The felon states he is having the Resolute desk refurbished, yet there it sits at his Golden Palace in Florida on display. Will we get all the stuff back that he has taken? You mean like the Lincoln bust that he took in the first time? Yeah, there'll be inventory. I just wish they would take the the gold leaf they got from Etsy on sale. That has to go. Jan, will a Democrat flip the Republican congressional seat for Tennessee on December 2nd? I'm getting a mild yes on it. If everyone starts canvassing and really going down on it hard, yes, they can win. Hi, James Clark. Hi, Arthur. Thank you for all that you do. Question: will a war in South America be avoided? Yes. First of all, I don't see Congress announcing that we're going to war in South America. He just wants the oil from Venezuela. That's what it's all about. But I feel other countries are going to get involved in this one, and he will not be able to do what he wants to do. His health may get in the way of it as well. It's scary, but I'm not seeing it. Do you see Dumpy and Murado going to war? Trinidad is right there, 5 miles of sea, and we're worried that it will affect our quiet and peaceful Caribbean. Can you check? Thank you, Swart. I see there's a lot of saber rattling about when he took the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier down there to show his force, but they don't call him Taco Tuesday for nothing. Okay. Infinite Divine Light. Will the U.S. have a presidential State of the Union in March 2026, being that Donald Trump will be found out soon enough? Well, I think this is where Stephen Miller goes to ChatGPT to write the speech. I'm not sure there'll be a State of the Union. I'm going to be honest with you. It may be delayed. I mean, can somebody just stand and go, that's our State of the Union? That's our State of the Union? No. They get delayed. How are the Clintons and Obamas doing with current threats from Donald Trump? Walter, can you bring up a laugh track, please? It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's laughable. Spear Garden Sprite. Love you and what you share with us. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, I gotta change this. Let's see. Do you think public broadcasting will be funded again? Thank you. Yes, Annette's granddaughter. Yes. In fact, there have been people putting money up to keep shows going. And yeah, that was just stupid what they did. But yeah, it'll be refunded. It'll be funded again. Again, a lot of the stuff that they're doing now can and will be reversed, but when it's reversed, it'll be made even better. Gee, is there an expression called build back better or something? I don't know. That's what I see here. Okay. Hi, Karen. Thank you. That is so kind of you. Nikki. Hi, Arthur. ICE is planning to collect DNA of immigrants they are taking from our streets. Will we be able to stop this? There's going to have to be legislation for that. Just saying it's, well, we take their mug shots, we take their fingerprints, so we can take their DNA. But when the DNA shows, oh, they're an American citizen, what happens then? I feel there will be legislation so that does not happen. Ava, Dylan, thank you again. You guys are so wonderful. Starfish, do you see any hope for a free Palestine in Gaza? I'm sick thinking of those poor people and their land being stolen again. Justice, I just saw the justice card. Justice will be served. I always saw 2 states. Always. And once Netanyahu's out of the picture, I feel a female is going to take over. Sort of like a gold in my ear. And put things back in place for the better. Okay? So send them all most benevolent outcomes. All of them. Hi, Shannon. Well, we'll be looking at another S show down come February. Actually, we're going to get it earlier than that, but around the end of January. Because this whole government shutdown, the resolution was kicked out. They just kicked the can down to the end of January. So I'd say get the popcorn, but I don't know what the tariffs are on popcorn anymore. It's too expensive. But splurge. Get the popcorn. I'll bring the butter. It's going to be a good show. But we win. Sunny D. Do you see news organizations eventually using AI live while broadcasting to sort out the truth versus lies? Well, at the moment, I think they're using AI to sort out, make everything that's false look real. Entertainment purposes only. I feel they'll be able to fact check a lot sooner and a lot faster using AI. So eventually, I'll say yes. I feel there's going to be some regulations on that too. Okay. Jackie, thank you. Hi, Arthur. When the ETs fully reveal themselves to the world, will they teach all societies to be more loving and less warlike? Well, after being around us and watching, they're going to have to go to rehab first. And then once they get out of rehab, they'll teach us what we need to know. Yes. Like I always say, my guardian angels are alcoholics. I just know it. Thank you, Jackie. Starfish Believer, thanks. You guys are wonderful. Oh, I better change that. People think I'm actually serious. Okay, hold on. Okay, instead of Arthur lost his mind, I changed it back to ease your mind. How's that? Christina, became a member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And when I said that, Alexa just made an announcement. So gotta watch what I say out loud. But thank you, Christina. KKL. In the future, will laws prevent politicians from being bought by Israel and other power brokers? Yeah. Just like they're not supposed to be doing insider trading. Really has stopped them, hasn't it? But eventually there will be laws in the books. And not just for Israel, but other places too. I would say by the end of 2020, I just got something about first quarter 2027, a lot of new, got to hear Bill Maher going, new rules, new things happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hi, Raymond. Will Bill Clinton hold a press conference and say, I did not have sex relationship with that man, Mr. Trump? And why do I hear a saxophone being played in the background from that George Michael song? Um, Good question. I don't think we'll do that. I don't think we'll do that. It depends what is, but we'll see. Cute question, though. There are a bunch of maggots buried deep in the government. Will they be outed after this disaster of a regime ends? All I keep on seeing is the image of the Raid commercial. Raid! Yeah. They'll be gone. They'll be gone. So, how will the vote go to release the Epstein files? I feel it's going to go, well, first of all, in the House, we already know where that is. Going to the Senate, they're talking about like 60 to 100 people are saying they're going to vote for it. We'll see. But what I said earlier at the top of the show, I felt that it'll be veto proof. So Trump may not like it, but not want to sign it, but he can't veto it. There'll be too many votes. Okay. You guys are great today. Some great questions. Thank you so much. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Oh God, I'm getting the hiccups. Hello, fabulous Arthur. What foreign country will send the uncensored version of Epstein files? Will it be soon? Blessings to you. I always felt Scotland Yard, France. Some other ones out of the blue, but it's going to be more than one source, and they'll all line up to each other and match each other. So it's not like it's false or they're fake. He won't be able to say, "Oh, it's a hoax." Yeah, right. Sure. But I know. I mean, Russia even has them. Putin has them. And for some reason, I'm going to say, no, I can't say that. I'll get thrown off YouTube. But there's a lot of people that have them. So it's going to be fun. Hi, Arthur. Will this Trump still be tried as a traitor even after he exits stage left? I get there's a lot of things coming down. Whether he's on this realm or not is another story. But I still feel that all I ask is that when he goes, nobody ring any bells. Okay, no bell ringing. Because teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. No, we don't want him getting wings. Bad joke. Anyway, I feel there's something about him being a traitor. Yeah, and I also feel impeachments and all this other fun stuff that's coming up. Hi, Jolene. I appreciate your insight, God, and kindness so much. Will the cryptocurrency go up soon? I'm not understanding what you mean. Will the cryptocurrency? I see that as all over the place. I see it. I mean, when I looked at it, it looks like a Richter scale from an earthquake. So that's how I can't really answer. I'm not familiar with it all. Okay. Sorry. Hi, Deborah Robinson. Arthur, do you see future stimulus checks when the Dems get in? Thank you for all you do to keep us calm. Wait, you didn't get your Doge check yet? Did you get your $2,000 from tariffs? I'm sure Trump did send those out, but then he put it on his name and forged our signatures. Entertainment purposes only. I do feel that there will be stimulus checks when a new administration comes in. It'll be under the WTF fund. Okay. How will the crooked justices be removed from the Supreme Court? Justice Alito they'll have to use a cattle prod. That'll be fun. We'll do a pay-per-view event with that. They're going to be threatened with impeachments, with lawsuits, and I feel some will step down quietly, not to get in trouble. But I've always predicted that we have an expanded court to 13. I would say within the 5 years. I still see that. But this is a historic times we're living through. So they'll be removed. I would just wish you could use white out, but that doesn't work. Will Jack Smith be coming on the scene to restart cases after 45? You betcha. Yep. Yes. 9, does he know where the bodies are buried? He knows where the shovels were bought and kept and who bought them. And so will we. Okay. Hi, Arthur. Fresh off defeating state Texas hemp industry faces wipeout under federal deal to end shutdown. What do you see? I feel the hemp industry is going to have a setback, but it'll be turned around. Okay. That I feel will be turned around. I think time for one more. I'm sorry I started late, but when have I ever started anything on time? Hi, Janet. Will we ever recover any of the money Evil Orange has stolen from us for his personal gain? I see there's some money will have to go back to the United States, but not to us individually. I don't see a voucher program where we also get vouchers to get money back from what Trump stole. But I do get money goes back into the United States coffers, which will then go fund a lot of the things that he has tried to eliminate. But is it going back to us individually in checks? No, I don't see that. Okay. And maybe just one more. Thank you, Donna Joe. So sweet of you. Angelina, hi, I'm in Houston, Texas. Almost 60 people have been found in the bayous. Is there a serial killer that killing them? It's a group. I don't know if that's one person. It's a group. It feels like a really bad remake of Dexter. It's a group of people. It's not just one individual. They will be caught. January. I keep on getting January 23rd for some reason. I don't know what that means around this, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Well, this has been fun. Thank you again. Oh, we have 1869 in the room. Once again, I thank my subscribers, my wonderful members. I do ask you to leave a comment, hit a like, share, all that good stuff. And join as a member if you're not a member already. We have lots of fun. And, you know, while these days seem like they're getting darker, they actually are, because until we get to winter solstice, then it starts getting lighter. Remember, none of us here are alone. It may feel like, you know, every time we thought that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel, it was Bush driving a truck over us. That's not going to happen anymore. Now, as a psychic, I just say what I get. Understanding some of this is fluid. Not everything is etched in stone. However, we did predict that the last election would be a blue wave, and then some, and it was. With seats flipping in Mississippi, seats flipping in Georgia. So the momentum is still there. Don't let the fact that 8 Democrats cut out the shutdown. There's a reason for all this. And we're right here where we're supposed to be. But the other thing is we're here together. They're afraid. They're so afraid that when we get together, how strong we are. So standing together makes us strong. And in this wonderful, loving, caring community, everybody here has a voice. And everybody here is part of something. And thank you for being part of the something that I tried to start. We're all starting. We're all in this together. And, you know that you're loved immensely. I just don't say those words. I actually mean it. You're my family. And we're all each other's family in this together. So keep the faith. Don't give up. And when it starts going, oh my God, I can't take it. Hey, I've got guided meditations you can listen to. Okay. So anyway, so see you when I see you. Thanks for being here tonight. And thank you for welcoming me back. And I ain't going nowhere. So I'll see you later. All right. Bye-bye.